Some eggies. See, they're looking good. Guys, I have to show you. We have babies. Oh my god, we have babies. Oh my god, they're so cute. So, Mickey was digging around in her humid hide yesterday, and I thought maybe she was going to lay some eggs, and turns out she did. We just found some right now. This one's kind of shriveled. This one might be a bad egg. This one looks pretty good. I'm going to incubate them both anyways and see what happens. So hopefully we got some more eggs. Some more babies come on the way.
For those of you that need a reintroduction, this is Billy, our black knight male.
Alright, we got the tray all set up. We're going to put these guys in. I already marked them. You want to mark them on the top just so that way when you go to put your eggs in the incubator, let's say you accidentally knock the tray over and the eggs fall all over the place, you can put them back right side up and still hopefully hatch a viable egg, because the embryo will attach itself to the top of the egg in the position that the mother lays it, right? So let's say it flips on its side, the embryo detaches from the wall, and then you lose the egg. So that's why a lot of people like to mark them on the top like that. We've got one in. Still looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure this one is a dud. As you can tell, it doesn't look very good. It doesn't have like a good shape to it compared to this other one. But just for the sake of seeing if it's possibly viable, I will incubate it. I'm just going to keep a very, very close eye on it. And I'm going to kind of put it like off to the side of it here. That way, if it does start to mold over, it doesn't really contaminate the other egg. Alright, so we got the two of them in there. I'll put the lid on. I put the dates for the 30-day mark, 45-day mark, 55-day mark of when the eggs should hopefully hatch. And we just gotta put this guy in the incubator. Yay! Here's our proud mama enjoying an after-laying snack. Look at you. You just the nesting queen, ain't you? Yeah. Good job.
So it's been about 33 days since the first clutch was put in the incubator. We actually just got back from a trip, so I was very nervous to leave them alone, but it seems like they're fine. And I'm going to take them out and show them to you real quick.
This is how the eggs are looking now. This was Mickey's first clutch of eggs. As you can see, they're growing pretty well. They're looking pretty good. They should have about 2 to 4 more weeks left until they hatch. So her first clutch was laid 6/28, and then a little over 2 weeks later she laid her second clutch on the 14th. And then she laid her third clutch while we were gone, sometime around the 30th, 31st, I'm not sure. And they look like duds to me, but I incubated them just to check, so we'll check on them in a little bit. But I wanted to kind of show you the size difference between the first 2 eggs and the eggs that were laid about 2 weeks afterwards. So it's a little hard to see on video, but these are definitely a lot plumper. They're like the width of my thumb right now. And this guy's like a little bit smaller because this hasn't fully started to develop an embryo yet. These ones are, and they're pretty good. And here's a close-up of the second egg that was laid. It's looking pretty good. These two, I'm not sure. It's hard to tell if they're really developing mold or not. You have to take a closer look at them. It's really hard to tell because they're caked in substrate. Yeah, so I ended up getting the eggs out. I removed all the substrate that was around them. I checked this guy more into his substrate and sprayed around the little edges. Hopefully he'll be okay. Sometimes that happens. I kind of suspected they were duds. I wrote it on the lid, but I incubated them for a couple days just to see if they would be okay. Because when I put them in there, and once they started getting like a little hydrated, they kind of fluffed up a bit. They're a lot firmer. Like they almost feel like they're good eggs. Yeah, now that I'm looking at them in my kitchen light, you can see, my camera doesn't want to really zoom on this, but they are discolored. There is definitely mold growing on them. You can see like little bluer discolored splotches through the dirt, so you know, I had high hopes, but we're just talking, guys, so bye-bye. Okay, guys, I have to show you. We have babies. Oh my god, we have babies. Oh my god, they're so cute. I don't know if they hatched today or if they hatched sometime last night, but they're so cute.
Hey y'all, voiceover Max here, just for cohesion's sake, going over what we're doing here. So we're basically weighing the baby geckos before we put them in their baby bins. Their baby bins consists of 2 hides, a paper towel substrate. That way they're not ingesting anything that could compact them while they're growing out. I also have a little lens cap that I'm using for one side to have their multivitamins, the other side to have their water. And then we have like a little container lid that's flipped over right now because I'm not giving them any bugs yet. But after a few days, once they've absorbed the rest of their yolk, I will be giving them some mealworms to pick at their leisure. Here is a close-up shot of the first baby. It does have some good structure. We're going to be leaving them alone for the first week or so. That way they can relax and just focus on gaining some energy and growing and not being stressed out by some giant humans. They were quite squirmy. The first one was a lot more squirmier than the second one. The second one was a little bit more chill, but it did do a little tail wag at us that I thought was kind of cute. Billy, being a black knight, has a little bit of like a shorter snout and smaller frame, so I'm hoping Mickey, being as long as she is going to contribute to the babies, and it kind of already looks like that in their structure. Here's a close-up of the second baby. Thinking maybe it hatched a little more recently, and the first one's been out for a little bit, so the first one's a little spunkier. The second one also kind of seems to have a kink in its tail, so we're going to have to monitor that and make sure it doesn't get any worse and that he's eating and growing normally. They're going to look so different a month from now. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. We will make an update video on the baby geckos and how they're growing, so go ahead and like and subscribe if that interests you, and leave a comment. Which baby do you like more? Bye for now.